Hey, what's up, guys? This is Andrew again from Music Theory Logic. Today's going to be another I Wish I Knew video. Things that I wish I knew when I got into this business that is music making and producing. So today it's I wish I knew it didn't matter at all what other people thinked or thought. This is something that is easy to reason to, difficult to actually accept to the point that you truly do not get impacted by other people. Now, perhaps it's an ideal. I personally am still not to the point where I can fully disregard when somebody says something bad about a song or something like that. But there's a couple of things happening. One, it's probably pretty obvious that when you create a song and maybe think about artists you like, you may love that artist, but other people might not feel the same way about that artist. And anytime you have a song and you put it out and somebody tells you something about it, whether it's good or bad, you always have to remember that that comes from, that has their perspective in it. It's funny, my little dog Gracie is lying in the background. Sorry about that. But yeah, it really doesn't matter what people think. There are certain like tastemakers or important people in any industry that you do not want to be the enemy of, which is different than general everyday people. I think that the best artists in the history of music have been able to create the art that they wanted to, or the art that they believed in. And they had to do so in the face of negative critics. And I think that it's a different time period now because anyone can be a critic if they want to spend their time doing that on YouTube or iTunes, or I guess I guess you can leave reviews on iTunes. I was thinking Twitter or Instagram or whatever. And this is true outside of music, but I think one of the most important skill sets of the modern era is to truly not be affected by how others perceive you, or to compare yourself to others or things like that. And so in music, I think it's really important. I haven't heard enough people talk about that, which is why I wanted to make this video as part of my series. But obviously when you make music and you put it out there, you want to share your art form, and most people hope other people or someone finds use in that art form, enjoys to listen to it, which is ultimately the goal. But I think there is something to be said for like the more people that enjoy any piece of music. Pick the biggest artists on the planet, whether it's Kanye West or Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber or Skrillex or Marshmello or Kid Cudi or Travis Scott, or like go down the list, Cardi B, whatever. Like anyone who's selling lots of records or is known has a lot of people that don't like them. And I think that when you get further in any field, you get more perspective. You've had people say bad things. You've had people say good things. From being in those sort of psychological sparring situations, you get tougher and it doesn't impact you as much. And I think the more successful someone is, the easier it is to focus on the success. But I really think if you look at any of the artists I just mentioned, regardless of the amount of money they've made or the Grammys or any of the accolades, I think that it's something that when someone says something bad about us, especially someone we respect, it's going to hurt on some level. But if you are creating art, you need to create it ruthlessly, without the care for what other people like, the hope they like it, the acceptance if they don't, and the ability to power on. And again, I'm probably like, I'm about to be 32, baby face. I maybe don't want to give that away, but I've been in music probably for like 14 years is like my full-time pursuit and jobs, whether it was a music school or recording studio or working directly for artists or performing or any of that stuff. And I really think that I wish I could go back to the younger self and tell my younger self that people were gonna love you, people were gonna hate you, but that didn't matter. What mattered was to power on. And so, if this can help you, I think that you can always think about the critique if it's somebody who makes a similar kind of music, or it has the good intention that they want you to have the best thing, and their critique is something that has some merit. Definitely listen to it. But if it's somebody saying, like, this is terrible, like, go check out my mixtape, or go back and learn how to produce or whatever, like, people are going to be haters. And again, we deal with more haters than ever before because of social media, but we also get to connect with each other on a much more direct method. I don't have a network helping me do this. If you can't tell, I'm in a modified garage that's my studio. I just wanted to make these videos, and so there's all sorts of cool stuff to it. But yeah, stop caring what people think, and your life will become much more enjoyable and probably more successful. So if you figure out any ways to do that, please share, because again, I still am trying to take this to heart. But anyway, stop caring. Till next time.